too long. We won't. Sure. I make my way into town with Rumpel and Anise. The majority of the conversation we have are one-sided, with Rumpel giving us both the usual compliments. He never seems to tire of it. Rumpel helps Anise pick certain herbs and a few other medications, and accepts all the compliments she gives him with a triumphant smile. I know Anise knows about herbs because she helped me before, but how does Rumpel know so much about them? This must be a part of the past that he doesn't remember. Anise enters the store by herself at one point, leaving me alone with Rumpel. Aha! Conversation time! I'm a mysterious man, aren't I? I turn to look at him, noticing the easy smile adorning his face. A man with amnesia is full of secrets, after all. I bet you're even more curious about me. Women always love mysterious men. I do not particularly care. But Princess, if my curse is amnesia, then shouldn't you care somehow? As partners, we're going to help each other out, right? I do not see how I can help you with your amnesia. Maybe this is a spell that is only broken by true love's kiss. Shall we see? That's Sleeping Beauty. We already done it. Wait. No, that was Beauty and the Beast. We didn't do Sleeping Beauty yet. Oh, there is a Sleeping Beauty, as far as I know. I'm wrong. Whoops, sorry. Let's get back into it. He leans toward me with a playful smile on his face. I'm accustomed to this behavior by now, so this does not faze me, and I'm really sorry at his nonsense. You already said yourself that you need to gather entries from some kind of journal. Princess, you are no fun. A little kiss wouldn't hurt anyone. I would die before I kissed you. Princess, that's so sad. He says that, but he's still smiling. Why is he so unfazed by everything I say to him? You only ever have terrible suggestions. It was a mistake to trust you might have good advice. But I have great ideas! You haven't helped with my curse at all. I've been trying though. You haven't even told me how to get a good deed. He did actually! So you shouldn't say that. I've told you before, Princess. Compliments make a person happy, and making a person happy is a good deed. So you Sorry guys, that was my alarm to say 30 minutes are up for me to play the game. But let's get a CG one more, and then we'll close it off, and I'll be off to another game. So you're flirting with women and usually shallow comments on them. Oh, what? So you flirting with women and using shallow compliments on them is a good deed? On the surface, the compliments... Oh. Sorry guys, it's been a while. On the surface of the compliments may seem shallow, but if you swim a little deeper, complimenting people cannot be a good deed. But making them happy is. All you have to do is listen to people, sympathize with them, and maybe get to know them. And you can make them happy by doing even small things for them. Women enjoy the compliments, Princess. Besides, how could I see such beauties and not compliment them? It would be a disservice. You give compliments to people you do not even care about. Princess. Rumpel's voice trails off as he stares past me. Smiles falters for a few moments, and a look of confusion ripples his features. I turn to follow his gaze and see a small boy staring at us. He's shyly hiding behind some kind of notebook. Ooh, who's this? Never seen this character before. There's Stop Seriousness again. It was the same thing that happened when he added something to the list for Parfait. Then suddenly the expression changes into Rumpel's usual bright smile. Hello there, would you like to come and speak with us, young sir? You don't remember me, sir? Oh, do I know you? I used to come to your clinic. You saved me before. See, he's either a doctor or he's a Dr. Witch. He got tangled in somehow. I don't know what he's up to. Which does make sense because it's Rumpel. And Rumpel in the other story can grant wishes. Okay, I'm just sorry, I had to take a minute to form the idea in my head. The theory. Okay. The boy draws closer to us, still hiding shyly behind his notebook. I'm sorry, little sir. I'm afraid that my memories are a bit scrambled right now. I can't remember my own name. Really? Where's Denise? Why is she taking so long? Last thing when he hears a conversation between Rumpel and some child, is he going to shower this boy with compliments too? It's a shame that I can't remember a boy as bright as yourself. And there it is. I'm not that bright, sir. Not as bright as you, but I want to be. He holds up his notebook. Oh, which, don't tell me you're writing all his flirty things in the notebook. No. I mean, okay, fine. Which has a small name scribbled in the corner. The words "My dreams" are written on the front cover in cursive letters. What's this? I was right. I want to be just like you when I grow up, so I started a book of dreams just like my mom told me to. She said I could become a doctor too, so long as I try my best. A doctor? You forgot that you were a doctor, sir. Rumpel? A doctor? Yeah, I see it. The boy continues to hold out the page, and finally Rumpel takes it and flips it open to the front page. Rumpel is holding the book close to his face as I cannot see it. I rise to the tips of my toes and attempt to look over his shoulder. At first, Rumpel does not notice me as he stares at the page. Then, belatedly, he realizes I'm there and lowers the book so that I can read too, and leans up close to our shoulders brush. My eyes scan over the page quickly. The handwriting is crude, barely readable actually, but I can still make out the gist of it. Rumpel slowly reads the words aloud. When I am older, I want to be exactly like the kind doctor that saved me when I had no one else to go to. The boy's face flushes as Rumpel reads his word aloud before his curious gaze lands on me. I don't remember you. I look at the boy, irritated. Are you the doctor's wife? Rumpel slowly looks up, eyes wide. He looks down at the boy, then at me, his face suddenly solemn. I'm surprised by the words that leave his mouth next. Yes, she is. What? Oh my god! Rumpel, what are you doing? The music is serious. He takes my hand in his and looks down at me. An almost sad look on his face. What is wrong with him? Okay, my usual thing is that I will slap him, but pull my hand away. He has such a strange look on his face. Slowly, I try to pull my hands away, but Rumpel holds tightly to it. The sadness in his eyes becomes intense anxiety, and I see nothing like fear dancing in his eyes. You really think it was my fault? What? Sir? Rumpel squeezes my hand a little too tightly. He looks at me desperately. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me go! I finally managed to pry my hand free. Ah, wrong choice. Let go of me! Rumpel's eyes crease with worry as he holds tightly to my hand. The sadness in his eyes becomes anxiety, and I see something like fear dancing in his eyes. You really think it was my fault? The look in his eyes is so vacant, almost like he's looking through me. It's as if he is in some kind of trance. The way he looks at me makes my skin crawl. His grip on my hands tightened, making me shudder. Rather than slapping his hand away, I reach out with my free hand and slap his face. I stare, perplexed at the sudden bafflement on Rumpel's face. Did a slap to the face knock him out of the strange trance? He's being even stranger than normal, and the intense of the look in his eyes is scaring me. Rumpel stares at me for a few minutes, blinking slowly. Oh no, I blinked out. I'm sorry, princess. What just happened to him? The way he was speaking was so strange, almost like he was in some kind of trance. But I know how people are. They lie, they put on faces. I'm sorry for spacing out. If I invaded your space, then I am sorry. You are apologizing? Rumpel puts a hand to his cheek where I slapped him. I think I deserve that. Thanks for getting me out of whatever that was. See, yeah, after I did the pride of pulling my hand, I realized that wasn't the choice that he would have wanted. So I went back. All at once, the sheepish smile breaks into something cheerful again. He is still smiling at me, even though I'm so curt with him. Rumpel is so confusing. The boy looks bewildered. Don't worry about that, little sir. This one here is a feisty thing. I deserved whatever she just did. So she's not your wife, sir? Rumpel looks a little surprised, and then he laughs. Unfortunately, no. The beautiful lady here is not my wife. See, that's what I was expecting before you got into a weird trance, which is probably your memories that you're remembering, but okay. Rumpel absently rubs at the back of his neck as he looks up at the sky. I'm not entirely sure of what just happened, but it seems like I recovered something very important today, or the beginnings of something important. Something important? Is he talking about a memory? He hands the book back to the boy, then he leans down and sets a hand on the boy's head. Ooh. The bells chimes behind us as Anise comes out of the store carrying a bag filled with what I assume are herbs and medicines. The boy once again cowers behind his book. Oh, who's this? Oh, who's this? The wonderful little sir that helped me regain a very important memory. An important memory? Rumpel stands, looking triumphant. I, my good lady, am a doctor! Oh, really? Truly. Rumpel turns back to the boy, who he asks a few more questions. He even asks the boy his name, but much to my surprise, the boy shakes his head. I am sure you told me your name, but I don't remember it. It is like my curse. No one remembers me being a princess, and no one remembers Rumpel's true name. Aha! Part of the story, because if you know the true name, then he breaks the spell. Or, yeah. Rumpel thanks the boy again many times over and even buys him a few pieces of candy. The boy's eyes are practically glowing with excitement, and he does not stop smiling. After we see him off and start to head back to the tavern, I begin to contemplate. I am curious about something. Oh? You said that you needed to fill your journal with memories in order to get them back. But the journal you just read wasn't yours. It appears not. It seems that the 3 entries that trigger my memories just need to be written by people I know. Reading them triggers a memory, and then the full entry probably appears in my journal. I have to check it when I get back. I see. But even without looking into the entry, a memory came to your mind? Rumpel gives a short, distracted nod. It's not complete, so I'm hoping that something really has appeared in my journal. It feels like it must, considering I remember something so important. Do you remember anything else at all? The young man that we just met. I believe that he used to come watch me work before. I knew him. He used to look up to me. He was a sweet child. The memory's foggy, but yes, I believe something did happen to him. He became ill. The details of how I saved him must be in the journal. Even though this does not pertain to my curse, I am curious what his journal might say. I can't remember fully, but the memory feels sad, somehow. He turns to me, eyebrows knitted together. It is strange to see him with such serious expression on his face. I'm really sorry about earlier, Princess. I think I was on the verge of a memory, but then it got tangled up in my head. I'm surprised by his sudden change in topic. I shake my head slowly. He's quiet for a few moments, but suddenly his smile comes back and he laughs jovially, telling us that there is no point in worrying. At the town's outskirts, I turn, feeling eyes on my back, but no one is there. Why people? I feel so much stirring. There's a lot of people who could be just watching us, which I'll save for later, maybe. We give Parfait the medicine we purchased in town as soon as we arrive back at the Marchen. Then Rumpel proudly announces that he is a doctor to anyone that will listen to him. Everyone seems happy for him, save for the Marchen patrons that find Rumpel annoying, who are mostly men. Afterwards, Rumpel asks Anise if he might be able to take over the medication for Parfait, if only because Anise is busier than him. Rumpel has been at the Marchen long, and yet he's already found something to help break his curse. And then there's me. I do not think anyone will be able to help me. At the end of the night, when I finally have time to myself, I return to my room to rest. The next day, I am sent right back to my chores. Rumpel is nowhere to be seen in the morning, and Niece says it is because he's tending to Parfait. He prays later in the evening, still full of smiles and silly flattery as he goes back to serving. How does he have so much energy? Actually, I might be wrong. He might be my type. Someone who's always happy, cheerful, even though they're going through tough times. I don't know. Sorry guys, I was thinking again. I'll be right back to it. At the end of the day, I plop down on the settee to rest. My legs are weak from all the walking I've done today, and I can still feel the tiredness in my arms from all the sweeping with Mr. Broom. Ah, Mr. Broom, I miss him. Princess? I notice Anise standing beneath the doorway, smiling at me uncertainly. Thank you for your work today. Why is she thanking me for work I obviously do not want to do? It's not as if I've asked to do any of this. But you still help. Anise nervously shifts on her feet. I just wanted to say thanks. When I did not make any effort to continue speaking with her, Anise gives a nervous little nod before heading back toward her room. Wow, Lucette, you could just say thank you for the compliment, but okay. We still have to work on you, Lucette. We still have work to do. Not long after her departure, I hear an exuberant and familiar voice. I should count my lucky stars, for they are giving me a rare opportunity to meet my lovely princess this late at night. I should have gone to my room. Rumpel stops before me, winking. The moonlight on your face makes your beautiful eyes sparkle like the most precious gold, princess. I'm not in the mood for your flattery. But princess, flattery is just a compilation of compliments. Everyone loves compliments. I do not care for your compliments. Or Lady Anise's thanks earlier, either. He heard that? You should learn to let people spoil you. I stare at him. This is the last thing I ever expected anyone to say. My whole life I've been called spoiled and rotten, the Ice Princess. Even Delore and Parfait want me to do these good deeds because they think I am incapable of goodness. I clench my fist and continue to stare at him, not understanding the swell of emotions inside of me. Why is he being so nice to me? Your first lesson? I got this. Your first lesson is learning how to let people spoil you. He draws back his hand, reaches into his pocket, and presents me with a small yellow bag. What's this? For you, my princess. First lesson is to accept being spoiled. Accept the gift. I'm not used to receiving gifts out of the blue. What a shame! I would give you so many gifts if I could, princess. Why? Because people are moved by gifts when they come from the heart. I took the small bag from Rumpel's hand and looked at it for a few moments. Besides, this is both a thank you and an apology gift. I thank you for accepting me as your partner and an apology for my behavior yesterday. I don't remember what I did, but both you and the boy seemed frightened. I didn't get it right, damn it! I looked down at the little bag. I opened it up, and inside is a little white chocolate piece fashioned into the shape of a flower. I cannot accept your gift. But princess, my advice! You have no reason to spoil me. Princess, that is what I've been trying to explain to you all day. You don't need a reason to spoil someone. It doesn't always have to be paying someone back. Rumpel smiles a little sheepishly, then he places the bag in my hand and curls my finger around it. You deserve nice things, princess. You barely know me, and yet you still say that? Barely know you. We may not have known each other personally, but that doesn't mean I don't know enough about you. I'm giving this gift because I truly want you to have it. Besides, this is both a thank you and an apology gift. And we've been through that. I look down at the little bag. I open it up, and inside is a little white chocolate piece fashioned into the shape of a flower. A lily. Hey, the lily is back right here! And then a lily. It's not much, but you absolutely must accept it, princess. Otherwise, my guilt would drown me in dark shadows of sorrow for the rest of time. Lilies are my favorite flower. How do you know? Oh, okay. They say you give a white lily to someone you enjoy spending time with. Oh, and in floral language they tend to stand for purity and majesty. He winks at me. Perfect for you, princess. Why? Why what? Why would you give this to me? No matter what you say about doing nice things for people, I don't see how that applies to me. And why would you thank me for being your partner? I don't even know what... I did not even want to be your partner at first. But you do now? Caught me off-handed. Caught me red-handed, I mean. I am unable to withhold my surprise. Rumpel raises my eyebrow, then sighs. Princess, you don't trust compliments, do you? Mother always told me that people were two-sided, that they say anything to make you believe that they are your friend. No. Never fear, my sweet princess. I'll make sure I compliment you until you learn to accept them. But, no buts! I derive my happiness from making ladies like yourself happy. The compliments may seem strange to you, but don't worry. You'll see it in time. See what? The connection between people. You assume I'm just a flirt, but I get to know an awful lot about people. It's the reason I can guess so much about you. What could Rumpel possibly know about me? So, what do you think? Are you more attracted to me now because of my mysterious aura, or my doctoral sophistication? He leans closer to me, his eyes sparkling. I could be your own personal doctor. I will slap you if you touch me again. Rumpel pulls back and raises both of his hands in surrender, but the smile does not leave his face. You really are hopeless, aren't you? Do you think so? I thought that events from today might have proven otherwise. Oh, speaking of which, I read over my journal earlier. The expression becomes oddly solemn. Shall I enlighten you? Why would you tell me all of this? Well, oh, you're not interested? I thought you might be since I was your partner. If I don't listen, you'll still tell me regardless, so feel free to share. Rumpel sighs as he flips the journal open. Unfortunately, it's not much. The memory began coming together again as I was reading, but a lot of it still doesn't make sense. I glanced down at the entry as he had stopped at. Look at the bottom of the page, princess. I followed his gaze to the bottom of the page and paused, noticing a conspicuous gap. There's no signature, and I always sign the end of every entry I write. I wonder if that might be the final piece of the puzzle. The final piece of your curse? If my name refuses to show up in the book, it may very well be the final memory I need to regain. You believe that the signature will be what gives you your true name, then? I have a feeling that might be the case. It was the first thing I noticed when the entry appeared. That would explain why the boy in town didn't know my name either. And there's something else. Something else that is missing. The journal entry is cryptic at best, vague, almost like an incomplete puzzle piece. I stare at him, not understanding. Slowly, Rumpel begins to explain. It says here that the boy's family rushed him to my clinic. He had a terminal illness that I could not cure. He was at death's door, and they couldn't save him. But he's still alive, isn't he? He even said he saved him. Yes, there is a solution in the journal, but it is not very helpful. I glanced down at the journal entry as Rumpel continues to speak. I refused to give up. I knew that there had to be a way to save the boy. I never gave up on my patients. In the journal entry, I described someone who came to help me save the boy. He lifts the book and points to the word, read them aloud. I met her for the first time tonight. She told me she had some way to help the boy, so we struck a deal. I hope I don't come to regret this. The witch doctor. So you struck a deal with the witch doctor and you lost your memories. He snaps the journal shut, startling me. He sighs as he runs a hand through his hair. Oh, I would love to see an actual motion of him doing that. That would be pretty cool. That's it. Someone helped me somehow, and I made a deal. I'm assuming that is related to my curse, but I can't say how. Why did you write so vaguely? I wish I could ask my past self the same question. So in the end, you're still not sure when you were cursed. Rumpel pauses, then shakes his head. I believe it started here, that the curse but the events that led to it. There's a reason that it is the first memory to be triggered. It's important. For a few moments, the two of us are quiet. Rumpel's curse is a mystery, not because he is hiding it like Karma is, but because he does not understand it himself. That's true. After a few moments, Rumpel begins to laugh. Breaking the silence, I look at him, startled. What's so funny? Oh, it's not funny, it's just... This is all very mysterious, isn't it? And my mysterious past makes me more alluring, doesn't it? Only Rumpel could take such a serious moment and change it into this. Well, what do you think, Princess? Are you drawn into the mystery of it? I have no choice. You tell me even if I didn't want to know. Oh, but you do. I can see the curiosity in your lovely golden eyes. And I can see it earlier too. Thank you for accompanying me to town. I believe that I only met the boy because you were there to guide my way. We were looking for medical supplies. The boy appeared through mere coincidence. No, it was more than coincidence. It was destiny. Fine, whatever you say. Listening to him is exhausting. It makes me realize how tired I am. And all these revelations are making my head spin. I'm going to bed now. I'm too tired for this. It has indeed become a busy day. We'll continue this enlightening discussion some other time. Perhaps. I turn to walk away with a little chocolate in my hands. As I walk back toward the darkness of the hall, Rumpel's soft voice echoes behind me. Sweet dreams, my princess. Hey! A compliment's value. So we finished chapter 3, and I think this is a pretty good spot to end this episode. Or part of Habit, Rumpel's story. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So thank y'all and peace out.